Hi girls, and welcome back to the Cozy Corner, where we get to be ourselves and have real serious girl chats, okay? If you are someone who enjoys conversations about womanhood, epiphanies, friendship, money, dating, and more, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm not gonna hold back if you won't. Let's just cut right to the chase. I'll go first. I don't think I want a child. I don't think I want a child. And it's nice to just say that. What did Keke Palmer say? She said, the gag is, to Wendy Williams, the gag is, I babysit children. I love children. I see videos of children online, like, there are little funny videos or kids say the darndest things. I could cry with how cute I think that is. There's nothing, I'm sorry, there's nothing about children that icks me out or grosses me out. They're sweet and they're adorable, and they can be a little, let's call it just interesting, when they just start talking and they think they know more than you, and you're just like, thank you so much for explaining 2 + 2 and telling me I don't know. That stage where they're like, obviously, and you're like, obviously, there's that. It's okay because they're kids. What are they gonna do? They're really honest, and they'll be like, that's weird, you look fat, and I'm like, that's really, oh, you want to go, they can be a little interesting, we'll call it that. But no, all jokes aside, love them down. I love children. I think they're cute. I think they're silly. I think they have epiphanies. Who are we as adults? When I was a kid, I don't know if you call this an epiphany or a curiosity, but I was just like, I asked my mom, wait, are you still gonna be my mom? And I started bawling, and she was like, oh my God. I had a realization of certain life things very, very early on, and I don't know where that came from, but now imagine if you were my mom, or you heard a kid say it. It's just so sweet. It's so dang sweet. How do you even know these concepts? And then when they're really wise and just adorable, and they just kind of spew out the things that they've heard people say, I think it's the cutest thing. And watching them grow genuinely brings me joy. It just does, okay? I've raised a child that did not come from me. I've watched them grow. I have nieces and nephews, and I love them. I think you get the point. I just need to make it so clear, because I feel like people bag on them so much, and it's like, bro, you were a kid, calm down. And you were probably the worst, most annoying kind. Now, all of that is true. And at the same time, what is also true is that I'm too much of an aware woman. I see too much. I've heard too much. I've been told by many a couples, they look at me like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I used to actually think that DINKs were these soulless, selfish, little bastard people running around. I genuinely thought that for 6 months of my life. And then I learned why they think that. And I deprogrammed myself, and I was like, hey, how about you think for yourself and figure out where this comes from? Or not even people who are in a relationship. Not everyone wants to be in a relationship. So what about a single woman, or a divorced woman, or a widowed woman, or just a woman in general she could be 19? Just believe women. What I think we need to make sure we do as women is just support our friends who say they aren't sure, or they will not do it unless they find the right person to do it with and have this child, or they simply just don't want to. I think that's really important as women, that when it comes to supporting women, I'm going to be the first to tell you, I don't support all women, because not all women need support. Some women are liars, some women are cheaters, some women are backstabbers, some women are doing the absolute most for absolutely zero reasons. I don't support that. Why? But when it comes to bodily autonomy, support women. And also just believe that, contrary to popular belief, we are very logical creatures. And we can come to a conclusion based off of logic and or experiences or just straight up facts or straight up what we see with our own eyes. Because of the way that the world is working right now and the dating scene and the lack of solid men to forge the path of parenthood with women, that's part of it. It's gonna be part of it. And I actually had a conversation with a gent that I had to cut short because I was like, okay, thank you so much. That's really cool. Oh my God, wow. Cheers, goodbye. Because I call it drive-by dating. And it's not a positive thing. I mean, a drive-by is not a positive thing in the first place. But that's the point. You can't drive by asking people that you don't even know, what is your womb gonna do for me? That's what they're all doing. That's what men are doing right now from my experience. Hey, so I'm ready to have kids. What are you gonna do? Do you want children? You don't want children? Oh, you don't want any children? Oh, that's really weird. Wow, okay, cool. Really nice to meet you, bye. Whoa, no, honey. Drive-by dating is not going to get you your woman of your dreams, buddy. And I don't think they're getting that. All it does for me is reinforces the exact reason as to why women probably don't want to do it, or will have to be okay with not having children, or maybe they'll adopt, or maybe they'll just do it on their own. The reason they do that is because from the jump, you have these men who are in their mid-30s. Of course, they can be older, but they do this, they're just checking your temperature. They don't care really who it's coming from. Do you want to have kids? Oh, you don't? Worthless. Oh, do you want to have not even kids. You don't want my kids? You don't want to procreate for me, for my image? I'm ready now. I know you were ready in your late 20s, but who cares? I'm ready now. What are you going to do for me? That's the energy that's coming out from the jump. So what's a girl like you and I to think would happen once you do allow, the man to carry out his plan as for legacy? You're gonna give me that same energy of like, honey, the baby's crying. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Go do something. Make it right. Go do something. What are you gonna do? I need you to do something. Go do it. That's the same energy. If you're doing that and I don't really even know you, you're doing a drive-by dating scenario. We're not at a quiet, nice dinner in a secluded booth, getting to know each other slowly and just chit-chatting. No, you want to go, oh yeah, oh, how old are you? Okay, cool. Do you want to have my kids now or no? Oh, no? Oh, worthless. You see, I don't like that. I don't like that energy. So that's part of why I don't blame women for trying to sort of reevaluate, do I want children? Because I don't know about you, but I'm learning through talking to women. If you're in the field, and as a woman, you're in the field, like it's called having friendships and talking to other women. That's what it means to be in the field and getting the real world answers. Whether it's our mothers or aunts or grandma, or you see it online and people go like, oh, it does count, because where does all this come from? You think every single account online is not real? Come on. So bots are really not that smart. You can tell when it's a bot versus when it's someone's genuine writing. If you hear these stories, you know that having a child is not just a light decision, right? It's just not. And you have to be comfortable with having a child that you would take care of on your own, whether something happens to your partner or they just decide that they're done with you and they want to dump you and the child, because they do it all of the time. It's unfortunate. Or if they don't dump you just because some other woman came along. If it just doesn't work out, you realistically are going to want your children as much as possible, if not full time. So then you end up being the single mother. That gets into the whole other topic of the optics of single mothers, regardless of race, regardless of background. It doesn't really matter in the society that we live in. Being a single mother carries a different weight than being a single dad. Single dads are Superman, and it's like, oh, he's so involved. What does that mean? Involved, meaning you're not a deadbeat? That's the bare minimum, because that's what you should be doing, because you are the reason this child is on this planet, okay? Knowing all of that, I stand in solidarity with women who just aren't sure. They haven't met the right guy yet, regardless of their age. It doesn't matter the age, because what's the rush? The rush will get you in the situation that I just spoke about. When you want to rush it, you're going to end up single, because it's not going to work out in the first place if you don't take your time. So if that's your reason, or you simply just don't want to do it, you might feel that either way, you're not into it. Like, it gives you the ick. You don't think it's cute. Like, you just don't. That's fine. Because men are allowed to be like, no, I'm not into it. I don't like kids, or I only like the kids in my family, and that's pushing it. They're allowed to think that. And if they're a human and so are we, then so are we. We are also allowed to just be like, it's just not my thing. And we don't have to explain it, do we? If you trust someone and you want to have a conversation, like a conversation where you don't feel backed into a corner, and you feel like you can trust the person and they're not going to erupt on you and try and push some belief system on you, amazing. That's what women should have, more of that. Pressure from in-laws, pressure from your friends, pressure from your own parents. That drives me insane. I will tell you, my dad pressures me and tells me my window is closing. And I'm like, bro, get out of here. I changed the subject. Yours is closing. If you want kids so bad, then why don't you have more? We got to stop with this. Relax. I'm also 31. It's fine. It's fine. And guess what? My life will be full and beautiful and amazing and iconic and thriving and sassy without children. That's okay. Love them down. Love. But it's no cakewalk. So I'm sick of people pushing the narrative of, you need to do it. For what? For what? If it's so great, then you keep making them. You do it. And if it's so great and you just can't live without a grandchild of mine or whoever's, period. Make sure you're paying for a nanny. Make sure you're paying for school for my children. Make sure you're paying for every single expense. If it's so amazing, make sure you're footing the bill, because it's so important. Then why aren't you investing in it for me? Because ultimately, if the money doesn't matter, the resources don't matter, then the man wouldn't really matter. You want to finance my child and my life and make sure it is so comfortable and so easy, because you just need that bundle of joy as a parent, in-law, friend, aunt, uncle, sister, brother. Cool. I need $10,000 checks immediately coming over to me so we can make sure that our baby is taken care of. If you can do that for women, cool. Keep pressuring women to have children. If you can't, I need you to take several seats. So that's my take on it. Let women do what women want to do. And if we don't want to do something, just leave it at that. Because I don't see women forcing their narratives and their beliefs and their desires on other people. I just don't see it. Okay. There's a quote that it's like, you're lucky we just want equality. We don't want revenge. And I'm not one of those gung-ho, you won't see me in these streets with a sign. Sorry. I'm not saying never. I'm just saying I have other things to do and I like living. So I'm not one of those like, you know, but I agree. We just want to be left alone and be treated as equals, and equals get to make their own decisions. Do you understand? So girls unite. Drop a comment. Let me know what you were thinking. Are you for kids, pro kids, against kids? You're not into it. You're feeling it. You don't really know. Whatever choice you have under the sun, I fully support it, because let's make sure that we continue to have the choice. Thanks for watching, girls. Have a good one, and I will see you in the next video.